Let's go. I wipe my hands dry and look at my boutique. It's all clean. After the mess Dimitri and Alex made yesterday, Olympus definitely needed to be tidied up. It's still a little hard to believe what transpired yesterday. So many things happened at once. Dimitri confessed he's in love with me and I reciprocate those feelings. Someone knocks on the door. Huh, it's Sunday. Why would anyone be here? I walk towards the front door to see who it is. You, I say loudly after seeing the person through the window. Gonna let me in or what? Alex says in a gruff voice. No, you already made a mess yesterday and I just finished cleaning up. Come on, I'm not here to start anything. Why are you here? I question him. Alex kicks the ground. Just let me in, okay? I came to apologize. Really? You just believe him? I don't even really care if he came to apologize. Like, just say sorry through the door and leave. Okay. I eye him suspiciously, but finally unlock the front door. Alex steps inside, stuffing his hands into the pockets of his hoodie. His eye is all swollen and bruised from yesterday. He still looks worse off than Dimitri. It would better be a very good apology, I say darkly. Where's Dimitri? He asks. Playing tennis. Whatever, you can relay the message then. I cross my arms over my chest and wait for him to start. Are you seriously dating my brother? He finally asks. Got a problem with that? I fire back. Ugh, so gross. What do you even see in him? If you're gonna act like that, I'm kicking you out. Fine, whatever, do what you want, I don't care anymore. Alex takes a deep sigh and hangs his head down low. I acted like a moron yesterday. I'm sorry. Go on. Shoots me a glare. You have to see it from my side, okay? I thought I had a shot at winning you back, but all this time you've been getting it on with my little brother. How can I not get upset? What made you think that you had a chance? Every time we told you to leave? I don't understand. He betrayed me, he says with a huff. From where I'm standing, Dimitri has the moral high ground. You cheated on me after all. That doesn't mean you should go and date my brother instead. Why not? Dimitri is a lovely person. I enjoy spending time with him. Alex bares his teeth with me, at me. Is he really that much better than me? Yes, I say without skipping a beat. Alex runs his hand through his messy brown hair, sighing once more. Whatever, I just came to tell you that I'm not going to bother you anymore, neither will my ex. You can go ahead and live happily ever after again with Dimitri. I smile at him. I will, thanks. Alex turns around and walks back to the front door. He pauses briefly. He throws his head back one last time. He's lucky to have you. Finally, Alex leaves. I lock the door behind him with a sigh. That was awkward. Just a little bit. Eventually, Dimitri is finished with tennis practice and arrives back home, immediately changing out of his sweaty clothes. Oh, the club members kept fussing over me because of my black eye, says Dimitri with a sigh. Anyone will be worried when they see that, I point out. Does it hurt still? Nah, as long as you don't touch it, it's fine. Dimitri smiles at me. Guess who dropped by just now? I ask him as I sit down on the couch. Dimitri sits down next to me. Sarah? Alex. Dimitri's face darkens immediately. What did he want? Did he try to do anything to you? I shake my head. No, he came to apologize or something like that. He still looked upset though. Apologize? Alexander did. Dimitri looks astonished. Yeah, hell must have frozen over. Suddenly, Dimitri's arms pull me into his chest and my voice is muffled by his sweater. I don't like it, him coming over here, he murmurs. I blink up at him, feeling a little warm. Are you jealous? What if I am? He huffs. The perfect man. Is that like childish, not like dangerous jealousy? You know? It's the good stuff. I can't help but smile. What is there to be jealous of? Dimitri lifts my chin up with his finger. I had to wait for you all this time, and now that you're mine, I want it to stay that way. Don't be silly, Dimitri. I don't have any feelings left for Alex, and I shyly look away. I'm head over heels for you. That makes Dimitri blush as well. He tightens his arms around me, holding me in a warm embrace. You're so cute. I can't help feeling a little jealous when Alex is around. I've spent years pining after you, you know? I snuggle into his chest. You should have told me much sooner. And immediately get rejected by you. No way. Who says I would have? Dimitri gives me a pointed look. Are you saying you wouldn't have? Alright, since you moved in here, I've been a little confused about my own feelings, but now I can honestly say I wouldn't reject you at all. Dimitri kisses my forehead. It still feels like a dream. I never thought you'd accept me. I was preparing to have to look for a new place to live. I snort out that. That's a little drastic, don't you think? Well, it would be awkward to be around you when you know my feelings and I'd just be a burden to you. You'd never be a burden to me, Dimitri. I know this sounds silly, but I really thought you'd reject me and kick me out. I never thought you'd return my feelings. Dimitri takes in a deep breath. I gathered all my courage to confess to you yesterday. Oh, well, you did, right? Unless I'm just imagining it all. He chuckles softly. No, I mean I was planning on doing it after we had dinner on my birthday. I feel myself blush a little. Oh, I guess your plans got a little sidetracked then. I rehearsed it so much, what I was going to say, what I was going to do once you rejected me. I thought about it for weeks. Hearing him admit that makes me feel really good. Dimitri definitely isn't lying when he says he has feelings for me. He scratches the back of his head. That's kind of why I was so busy the last 2 weeks. I mean, I had exams and all, but I was also trying to hype myself up to confess. Oh, that's so cute, I say immediately. I'm sorry it didn't go the way you planned. Dimitri gives me a lovely smile. It's okay. Unable to keep myself in check, I softly plant a kiss on his lips. Even if it didn't go as planned, I do love you, I say with a straight face. Dimitri immediately turns his head away from me, blushing already. He's so embarrassed. Don't say that directly to my face. I'm gonna have a heart attack, he whines. I simply laugh at him. I love it when you blush like that. My comment simply makes him go even more red, so he tries to block his face with his hand. Why would you say that? He yelps. Oh, let me see your adorable face. I try to grab his wrist and pull it away, but he struggles against me. No, he says stubbornly. I lean in closer, but Dimitri pulls away from me, trying to release his wrist from my grip. Eventually, I pin him down onto the couch with my strength, now straddling his waist and restraining his wrist down against the couch. In the commotion, I can finally pull Dimitri's other hand away from his face. He stares at me in shock, blushing madly. There we go, you have a lovely face, I say, feeling confident in my triumph over him. Dimitri's eyes look to the side, away from my gaze. He's squirming underneath me. Please don't look at me. My heart is going through the roof. My heartbeat is going through the roof, he stammers. Oh my god. I like it when you beg, I say with a calculated grin. Dimitri clamps his mouth shut and stays perfectly still beneath me. I lean down closer to his face, pressing the palm of my hand against his chest for support. I love teasing him like this, seeing him so helpless. His reactions are adorable. Please, he whimpers softly. I trail a finger down his chest. Please, what? I say innocently. Dimitri squeezes his eyes closed and shivers at my touch. Please don't. Stop. My eyes widen and so do Dimitri's. He stutters. Oh my god. I grin mischievously. Oh, don't want me to? That wasn't supposed to come out. Dimitri sounds so frazzled. That time when you said you don't mind being teased by someone you like, I pressed the palm of my hand flat against his chest, noticing his heart thump loudly. You meant being teased by me, didn't you? Dimitri simply succumbs to his embarrassment and looks away. He bites down on his lips but gives me the tiniest nod. He admits it, he really was talking about me back then. Oh god, I can't stop my heartbeat from going wildly out of control. I simply lower my face down to his and smile at him. Good, because I love teasing you. I capture Dimitri's lips with my own, silencing his surprised yelp. His tender lips tremble against mine, like he's hesitating or something is holding him back. Maybe I went a little too far, so I pull back, breaking our kiss. I feel a little awkward now. I'm about to apologize until Dimitri cuts me off, grabbing my wrist to catch my attention. No, he starts breathlessly. Don't stop. I feel my face heat up and I can't help but feel super happy. It's not fair that you have this effect on me. I'm completely at your mercy, Dimitri sighs. I don't mind. I like it this way, I say while grinning. I guess you just like older women, I joke. Oh, this is so embarrassing to admit, Dimitri complains. Hearing that simply makes me even more happy. I'm feeling so gleeful right now. It's so much fun with Dimitri. Well, I like it like this. I enjoy teasing you as long as you don't mind. Dimitri coughs loudly. I don't mind. He bashfully looks at me. I won't ever stop loving you, so don't ever stop teasing me. With pleasure. I lower myself once more to kiss Dimitri. This time he meets me halfway. Our lips crash together. Our lips crash against each other, sparking a fire between us. There's no more hesitation in his movements. I can't feel anything but lust when he sucks on my lips like this. My body starts to tingle all over. I'm soaring through the sky. I get completely lost in his kiss. Dimitri arcs his back, curving his body into mine, grabbing onto my arms to keep me in place. We break apart for air and he stares at me with half-open eyes, filled with longing and desire. It sends this warm shock through my body, making me anticipate where things will go between us. They're making out, we get it. Dimitri bites down on his bottom lip then. With a growl, he lifts his face and roughly forces his lips upon mine. He's kissing me with newfound confidence, almost like he's begging me to respond. It's making me weak all over, and I completely surrender to him. When we finally pull away, I end up lying on top of Dimitri, resting my head against his chest. Dimitri wraps an arm around my waist, not letting me go. We're both catching our breaths, slowly but surely. It's so comfortable like this, everything feels like bliss. Valkii? He suddenly calls out. Will you be my girlfriend? I can't help but laugh at his serious voice. Why are you laughing? He asks nervously. Nothing, I just thought it was cute how you're so serious. But I am serious about you. There goes my heart again, beating wildly. Thought it was a given, but I want you to be my boyfriend, Dimitri, so of course I'll accept. Dimitri sighs in relief. Good, don't tease me like that. I circled my index finger on his chest with a grin. But you like it, I counter. Dimitri snorts. You're never gonna let me forget, are you? Nope. I nuzzle into the nook of his neck, unable to contain the smile on my face. Years ago, when I met this quiet and shy boy in the rain wearing smudged glasses, I would never have thought I'd be teasing him and kissing him like this. Perhaps I have a thing for younger men, or perhaps I just have a Dimitri thing. Yeah, that's probably it. This could be where I need to stop. I have a request, he says all of a sudden, scratching the side of his cheek. I lift my head a little to look at him. I want to do something at the mall. Would you like to join me next weekend? My eyebrows raise. Are you asking me out on a date? Dimitri shuffles his feet on the ground. Maybe? I grin at him. Of course I'll go out on a date with you. I snuggle my face against his chest and Dimitri holds me even tighter. Okay, so I'm going to assume this is where I need to stop. So yeah. There'll be a cut and then I'll talk about the plus content, just not show you it, obviously. And I'll give it like brief bullet point, blah blah blah. So yeah, I will see you then. I have no idea what music we're listening to, by the way, so I was trying to go through like no copyright music. This is I can't be bothered to keep going through them. They're all sad or epic, and that doesn't really fit with this. I'm just gonna turn it a bit down more because it's so not important. Okay, so I actually went looking for the soundtrack to Tailor Tales and I couldn't find it, which I think is a bit of a missed opportunity. And I couldn't find it in the game either, so I'm either missing something or it's just not uploaded anywhere. So I saw people have been uploading the plus content. I don't think you're supposed to do that, but then again I don't think people know. Because you'd have to go to her website to figure that out. As far as I'm aware, I don't see it anywhere else. So, and I guess she's just not that bothered about hunting people down who have done that, which is whatever. I guess it's not that important. She's the only person working on this game, pretty much. Like she's doing like most of it herself. I think like the vast majority of it is herself. So yeah. Anyway. Dimitri's route, I'll adhere to the rules. I have something in my hair. Yeah, I'll adhere to the rules. Why not? So yeah, Dimitri's plus content. So, just like with Kane's, it kind of started with them in, like, them sending pics on Snappic. It was a really, really, really short conversation. It was just like, he sent a sexy picture, she sent one back. And then the next day they're like going on their date or whatever, which she said not to get too excited for. And they screened themselves for STDs, which I'm confused by, because if Dimitri's been in love with the main character all this time, then does that mean he hasn't, like, it's not made clear whether or not he's like a virgin or anything like that, if he's had like a relationship before. But I always got the vibe that he hasn't been in a relationship because he was hung up on her, so I thought this would be his first time, so why would he be being screened for STDs? I don't know. I mean, she makes sense again, I guess. I know some STDs can like remain undetected for a while, but I don't know. It just seemed a weird thing, but a responsible thing, so if you want to go do it, right? Whatever. It's not a big deal. So basically he goes and gets his ear pierced again, like one ear, like he had before. And he admits that he got it done before because he thought that the main character would like it. He thought Valkii would like it. Because he overheard her and his brother. She was saying how much she liked earrings and how much she liked it. It's like her thing. She likes men wearing earrings, I guess. But this time, when he went and got it done, he did it for himself because he likes it. So he's like putting that stuff behind him, I guess. He's not letting himself like not like things because of his brother, basically, right? So then they go to a cafe, and they just get some desserts because, you know, that's his thing. He makes desserts. I still have something in my hair. And so they get some desserts. She gets like a black velvet cake. It's still in my hair. Okay. She gets like a black velvet cake, something she's never tried before. And he gets like a raspberry cheesecake, I think. And then he feeds her some of his, and she loves it. And she tries some of her own, and she doesn't like it as much, and like that's kind of obvious on her face. So he swaps desserts. He's so nice. He's so nice. So they leave, and guess what the weather changes to? It starts raining. So they reminisce about when they first met, when he was like 13 and she was like 17 or whatever. And then she like calls him sweet because he is sweet. And then he goes, "I'm only sweet to you." After that I wrote the perfect man, whatever. Then he says, "Just you, no one else, you're my queen." Ciliana knew what she was doing with this fruit, and I respect her about 1,000 times more for it. Yeah. He's the best. What can I say? I loved Dimitri even when I didn't have his plus content, and this is the first time I'm going through his plus content, and I loved it. So yeah, they get back home, and they decide to watch a movie together, because, you know, a couple things. Netflix and chill or whatever, right? Okay, so she accidentally, like, when they're cuddling, and she accidentally, like, I guess brushes against, like, one of his nipples, and, like, he has a reaction to it, and she's like, so a choice pops up and says, like, basically says, "Do it again," or, like, "Blush and look away." So, which it also has, like, in brackets or whatever, you take the lead and he takes the lead or whatever, so you can kind of choose which one you want to do. Which one did I take? Leave your guesses down below. I'm just kidding, don't do that, because you know which one I took. So I just wrote, "He's the sweetest," in caps. Because she's, like, super, like, obviously into what they're doing. Her hand's, like, trailing down. You know? But he's still like, "I love you and I want to be closer to you, but it's your decision." I was just like, it's just so nice. The whole scene was probably my favorite one, just because, I don't know, it just feels, it was just a more worthwhile reading experience with Dimitri. I can't really tell you why. I would just say, do it. Just buy it. It's £2 for me. Again, I don't know what that goes to in another one. It's £2. If you like Dimitri, do it. Like, just do it. It's so nice. It's just sweet. I think there's a side story as well, which I won't be getting into that. I'm sorry about this music, by the way. Just ignore it. I'm gonna turn it down some more. Again, I could probably have searched for romance, but no copyright music, but hey, this will be helpful for me someday down the line, right? So yeah, that whole thing is just nice. It was just nice to read. So they finish, and afterwards he's like, "I'm too tired to cook, can we order in?" And then he's like, "Oh, can we get some pizza?" And naturally she's like, "Nah, I just had some," because, you know, when that time before, when she thought of pizza instead of penis, which tainted the word forever, apparently. And yeah, that's pretty much it. It was very sweet, very, very sweet ending, where they just, like, reaffirmed how much they care about each other and how they always will, blah, blah, blah. It just felt very real in a way, but also not in a way, because how often are you going to come across this type of dude, like, for real? But yeah, I'm not saying there aren't dudes like that out there, by the way. Don't get mad. I'm just saying they're fucking rare. But yeah. Dimitri is my favorite, and I don't see that changing. I've never played the next person's route before, which is James. And it's a completely different type of deal. Like, he's a villain or something in it. He's like a super villain in it, something like that. So it's gonna have a bit more like of a fantasy feel to it. And I think the next the next person's route is coming out next year, like early next year. I think it's already finished. I think the people on her Patreon already have it, but I don't have any spare money, so I can't do that. That also means I can't do James's Plus content, so I won't be doing that. Because his Plus content is only on her Patreon, I think, and it doesn't come to Steam until the next route is out, and the next route isn't out. So, yeah. But I will be doing James's route next, and that is completely new to me, so... But I still don't think it's going to beat Dimitri. So yeah, there's that. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed Dimitri, and as there was nothing for me to really show. The CG was nice, but again, you'd have to see it for yourself. I'll obviously, this time I'll just put the ending picture on the thumbnail like I've been doing. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed Dimitri. I do. He's a very nice fantasy. I don't know. It's fine. Okay, so I'll see you in James or whatever I play next.